Yo, 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 it's your boy Sneaky from R&R, recognition and respect. Tune in every Monday from 8 to 9 to catch up with me and my adventures and hear from my guests ranging from artists to entrepreneurs and much, much more. Catch us every Monday of the week on the west side of the after party. See you at the party, y'all. Yo, 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 how's everybody doing out there? You're tuning in to Recognition and Respect with your boy SHNEAKY. As always, this podcast is brought to you by the Midnight Motives. They were our guests from episode 24. Their album Visions is currently available on all streaming platforms, Spotify, iTunes, all that. Check out the episode, go stream, buy the album, support independent music coming right here from LA. We got some new sponsors today. Woot woot! This episode is brought to you by Shots Fired, San Diego's premier rap battle league, working to showcase local hip-hop talent on a continuously expanding platform. Check out Shots Fired on Saturday, November 17th for the biggest rap battle in San Diego history, according to them. For more info, visit shotsfiredbattle.net. And I've worked with my boys. They're definitely doing some big things in SD. So if they say it's the biggest, I would believe it. They do pay-per-view type shit. So tune in. And of course, last but not least, Night Flare Company, a film, music production, and booking company. Their services include video work by a film crew by Napalm Monkey Productions and Flying Chimp Studios. We could do live sound and recording by JQ Sound, as well as studio recording and production by Frankie Valentine. I get down with their marketing and promotion, and we have a big team of promoters that do shows. So this Thursday, October 25th, Alternative Shows LA is having a show at the Epic Lounge in Downey with Strawberry Fist Cake, and they're making their appearance from all the way from Australia, coming out to Downey, so be sure to check that out. And supporting them, we have Alex Caron, The Cosmics, and Leigh Valentine. The show is free with a costume, $5 without, and make sure to follow Night Flare Company on Instagram. That's at NIGHTFLARE Company, and stay all updated with that. Thank you for listening to our ads. And now I had some guests. We were supposed to have a band come in, talk about their music and all that, but you know, sometimes the universe works in mysterious ways. They canceled, and I walk in, and I had the opportunity to get Robi on the show. Say hi, Robi.
Hi, Robi. Just kidding. Hi.
So Robi was doing a show. She's out from Dallas. She's in the town right now. You were doing a show before mine, and so let's just chat it up. Okay. What do you do? What's your name? Who are you? Tell the people out there where they can find you, and then we'll jump into this.
Okay, well, I'm Robi, your oh-so-fly host on It's the ADD Show, and that comes on every Wednesday on the Afterparty South. I've been saying West, because I've been saying it all day.
Afterparty South.
Afterparty South. And so I broadcast from Dallas, and so I was in town, and so Boss Lady allowed me to come in and do a show with you guys.
Shout out Miss Montana.
I know.
Bringing it all together.
Yeah, so awesome. And so, like you said, the universe works in different ways. And earlier, Gina, she was like, come into the show. And I was like, okay. So I was like, so I did a little of her show and my show and now your show. And I'm like,
you out here working.
Yeah, y'all have me sweating and stuff. Dang, I'm trying to go out and I'm all like hot.
It's all right. It's LA. It's still early to go out. You got a lot of time.
I'm a night owl. I'm good.
We're
good. And then you guys are 2 hours behind Texas time. So I have even more time.
Oh, so in your head, you're like, damn, you would have been so late. Yeah, but I got extra hours.
I have time. I got a lot of good sleep last night, so okay. I'm ready for this. Like,
well, I'm glad you're taking advantage of everything out here in LA, and you're getting to be on everybody's show. That's awesome.
Yes, and I appreciate it. And then hopefully you guys will come for the party awards, and then if y'all do, let me know, because y'all can come on my show too.
Oh, okay.
Would love to have y'all.
You hear that, Brittany? We gotta go out. We gotta go out to Dallas.
I want Brittany. Look, for the third time, Brittany.
if you don't know what we're referencing, go follow Miss Brittany Love on Instagram and check out her mashup challenge that went mini baby viral, and a lot of love for that. So what do you cover on your show? What kind of topics? I know you had A. Mitch in here. I've had him performs. Is it always performers and artists, or do you have like a wide range? What do you do?
It's different. It's really ADD.
That's why the name.
Yes. I'm told to focus all the time. So it doesn't matter what it is. If it's interesting or something needs to be said, like, you're welcome to be a guest on my show. So, and like, I enjoyed your music earlier, so I was like, I want to play that on my show.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yes,
I'll make sure to get you that.
Oh, totally. Like, I've had filmmakers, I've had artists, music artists, authors, people that write books, because or artists that paint. I've had some of everyone. I've had kids on, just some of everything. So, and
you
I've
had
been
kids
doing
on.
It. Oh yeah.
What the kids talk about? Well, how old were they?
I didn't do it. I didn't do it this year, but I have the Millennium Rascals, and they would come on, and I let them do the entire show. Like, we would, interact some, but like, they were in charge of segments and everything. And
that's cool.
So I normally I do it before they go back to school, and then I send them off with a bag of school supplies. So this year I just had to postpone it because a lot was going on. So I'm going to have them come in at Christmas.
Oh, and then give them some gifts and stuff?
Yeah.
That's super nice of you.
Yeah. And they've been doing it since I've started, 2013. So, and it's the same ones.
Right.
Yeah,
so it's
we
like
keep going.
Consistent.
Right.
It's like kind of part of the culture of your show.
Yeah.
Now.
So I got them. They would write, or we'll talk about topics. Now they're all teenagers, because they were not teenagers. They were like 9 and stuff when they started.
Well, that's like a cool little study where you get to kind of see people as they grow and what they're into, and have them kind of like become their own people, because now when they're teenagers, they're going to have interests and things they want to talk about. It's going to be like way more than just like, oh yeah, this is something cute. Now it's like, oh, these are young people that have like real concerns and opinions about stuff now.
And now they're wearing makeup.
Right, and they're dressing.
Yes, and it's like, oh my gosh.
And they're all over Instagram, Snapchat,
all
the
of that.
booty pics. It's like, y'all are too young for all that.
Yeah. And they're probably like, you're too old for all of that.
Yeah, right? Like, why are you still on there, miss? No.
Yeah. They like to call me old. It's okay.
Hey, you're as young as you feel, right?
That's right. And I'm 21, old enough to drink.
Yes. Oh, man. Your show's probably... I might just have to fly out there just to be on your show.
Ooh, do it.
So, like, this is probably, I think, one of the first times I've had another co-host on. Like, what is your... what's been kind of like like a super interesting moment that you've had in an interview, or like, is there one show or something that stands out where you're like, this was really cool to be after party host, like that I wouldn't have been able to do that without that? Like,
one time, now last week, I had a very interesting guest, and his name is Mercury DMC. It's really cool. He's a hip hop artist. I met him. He was really awesome. Another time there was a filmmaker. He did Carter High.
okay.
And that was interesting. Shout out PCP.
Not the filmmaker, not the drug.
No, not the film. No, it's I have some co-hosts. So K Boss Lady.
Okay.
She brought him in, and most of the interview he was like staring at me weird,
like creepy weird.
No, like, what the fuck is wrong with you, weird?
Like judging you weird.
He wasn't judging. He just was looking at me like I know the look. So it didn't mean anything like bad, and I was like, why do you keep staring at me like that? He's like, you're crazy. And I was like, oh, it's okay. I'm totally used to it. Like, It's no big deal. But that was fun. But I should not bring this up. But
don't get you in trouble.
thing that I remember, and this is when I first started. I had a guest, his name, Cheddar Bob, the Cheddar Bob Show, and it was my birthday. That week was my birthday. So they came in with a cake, and they came in with confetti. I knew nothing about it, and they like threw confetti, like all
In the studio?
Yes, I got in trouble. I was like, I did not know they were coming. So sorry, Montana again. But that's one of the moments, like, I make sure there's no confetti. There's no confetti at the after party.
No confetti. Remember that.
Remember that.
Stamp it.
Just like no sex in the champagne room, no confetti at the after party.
Shout out Chris Rock. So you said you started in 2013?
Mm-hmm.
So that's, what, 5 years now of broadcasting?
Yes.
And what was the, not the purpose, but like what kind of started you off? You know, what made you want to go and get a show? Do you work in entertainment? Have you done radio before? Was it just something super random out of nowhere?
Montana was like, get a show. And I was like, no. It took me 7 months to decide to do it. But then when I did it, obviously I like it.
Right, you're still doing it, yeah.
Yeah, in February it will be 6 years doing it. But yeah, but I was nervous, like, even earlier. I was like, oh, I'm nervous. And Brittany's like, why are you nervous? But I still get this little nerve thing going. And I do shows also. Every year I have, it's an ADD Christmas in July, and it's a toy and food drive. And so next year will be the 5th one. I waited a year until I started it. I always wanted to do it, and I put it together, seems like less than a month. I was like, you know what, I really do want to do this. So I just put it together and I did it, and a lot of people came out to support, and they still support. Sometimes I don't hear from these people for the entire year, but they
know about Christmas in July.
They'll hit me up in like May or June. Yeah.
So you were doing shows before the radio show, or you started like both of them kind of at the same time? It kind of made sense. There was some kind of synchronicity there.
Well, I back in the day, like 2008 maybe.
Okay.
I was videotaping. I would go in clubs and videotape different acts and everything. And I wanted to do it on video, and then that ended up working out because I don't like editing.
Hey, if you're waiting for my vlog, it's because editing is a bitch.
I hate editing with a passion. I can do it.
It's just so time consuming and meticulous, and like it's not fun while you're doing it, and you gotta actually you can't listen to other things. You have to be like,
you have to focus
100%, and it's a lot.
It is.
God bless all the video editors out there.
Oh my gosh. To bow down. Y'all deserve a raise. Oh my gosh. It's hardcore and I don't like it. So that's why I kind of quit. But so I said, this is kind of like what I want to do, just there's no editing involved.
Right.
It's straight, it's live. You get what you get.
Yeah, audio, now video. And then we get to put stuff on Instagram later and share it afterwards.
Yeah. I love that so much more.
Yeah, you're like, I don't have to edit. I mean, I still do edits, but it's a lot easier. Like an edit is like a clip
and
it's like I add a clip, I add a flyer, I sync up the audio. It's not like hours and hours of poring over looking for the right shots. It's like, this is the shot, this is what you got, here's what you can input, that's it. It's a wrap, throw it out.
Awesome. I love it. So how did you get into radio?
Well, so we can go back. In high school, I was actually part of, I went to a private high school. Shout out my privilege. Woo! We had a high school where there was like closed circuit TVs, and so like every once a week in the morning they would broadcast to all the classrooms, like so that the students could watch this thing that was put on by students. So I joined that team to like produce TV. I was like the music guy, and I would edit and like record and like make sure that the music lined up. So that was like my first intro into media. And then in well, what year was it? Probably 2012, 2011. I started getting into podcasts, listening to podcasts. So like Joe Rogan, Sam Harris, American Every Life, whatever. Yeah, Radio Lab. I was really into
Mhm.
podcasts. And I was already doing music and DJing, so I thought, hey, we should have our own podcast. We have our own studio. Like, why not record?
Yeah.
But it's also a lot of work to
It's a lot of
record,
work.
like what Brittany's doing. Imagine me having to be over there doing what Brittany's doing, and on this side trying to talk to you, and then get it all out after, and then consistently find guests. So it was a lot more than what I thought. And so I have one or two episodes from back then that kind of just I put them up and then I took them down, and then I didn't really think anything of it until the after party flyer came across my Instagram feed via Astrid, the poet, Brittany's homegirl. So she put out this. It was like, hey, we're having auditions for this radio show. Come out, see if you want to be a performer, a guest, or a host. It was just like an open audition. And at that time, I had just quit my job and moved back to LA, and I was trying to do shows. Like I was trying to be all about my music and DJ and perform and record. And so like at the time I was broke and I was struggling to pay rent and stuff, but I was just kept telling myself I need to put myself in positions. I need to go out to shows. I need to meet promoters. I need to be seen, and like I need to just kind of keep attacking it. I can't sit
Right.
around and wait for people to be like, "Hey, you want to play?" or "Hey, let me pay you to do this." Like, no, I got to be out there. So
Yeah.
I saw this flyer and I was like, "This sounds like something that I should be doing." So I showed up, super hungover, like from the night before.
High
Not
five.
knowing, I didn't know what to expect. I was like, audition, like like I'm a cool guy, like I got this. I showed up with a big box of merch, like my shirts, bandanas, drawstring bag, gym towel, stickers, the whole thing. Sat down, and were you on the panel? Brittany's on the panel. You were there, right? Yeah, there was like a panel, Montana, some other, all women.
Why do you have to say it like that?
Cause I like that.
Oh, okay.
I like that. It was all women.
Just checking.
I mean, I feel like dudes would have been hating, on other
Oh, okay.
dudes. That's.
You think so?
I don't know, cause they'd be
No.
like, I want to be the star at this thing. Too many alphas. Like
No, then they be on the other side.
maybe.
I think so.
Maybe I'm just self-conscious, insecure, projecting
Okay.
right now. But let's
Okay.
get back to the story. So yeah, I mean, I killed the interview or the audition. I told them I have this big network of artists and bands and visual performers and politician activists, and I want to create a platform to be able to, so that all of us can get on, because
Mhm.
it's like there's a lot of us doing cool things, but there's no real like alternative media source that's covering these movements. So and then I gave them all free stuff, bribed them. I was like, here, take all this free stuff. And I was like, I'm investing in myself. I'm down to invest in this team, promote the after party, like all the events I have banners, and I try to like put the logos up on stuff. So yeah, she ended up calling me back, and she's like, hey, we want to give you a show. And I was like, well, all right.
Awesome.
And the rest is history, as they say. I've been doing it. We're on episode 26 now.
Oh, okay.
Started broadcasting in April of this year. So
That's
right, it was it.
awesome.
Yeah. So yeah. So it was one of those things where it just felt like it was all the right thing. Like it popped up on my Instagram at the same time that I was really trying to put myself out there, and yeah, I got the opportunity. Thank you, Montana, for the opportunity. I
Yes.
appreciate you.
Me too.
And we've been doing it ever since. And I think I've had some cool guests. I've heard great feedback from people all over that they really like what I'm doing and they want to get involved. And I mean, I've even had people sponsor the show
That's
to cover
awesome.
costs, because it's like
Yeah.
you got to pay Brittany, you got to pay the lights, you got the Wi-Fi needs to get paid. So
Yeah.
it's nice that people see the value and they like the conversations we're having, and
Oh, yeah.
they want to be involved. And so I mean, I hope I can be doing it for 5 years,
Heck yeah, you could. And earlier when you said, could you imagine doing what Brittany does and over here? Well, when I started, we had to run our own boards.
Yeah.
And I'm not good with focusing on too much stuff
ADD,
going
yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and so I was like, and then I'd be screwing up, and so it's a joke now. Um, the one thing Montana told me when I started, no dead air, right?
Right.
So as I'm like, I'm going to take a music break. So I would say, okay, and we will be back. Because I'm trying to, to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
that
yeah,
to know
yeah,
how
yeah.
that. So everyone found that really funny. And so even though, we have an engineer now, I still say, we'll be
We're
back.
back. While you're typing, I look like
Yeah,
when you were looking for the
yeah, so I'm
music.
like typing, yeah. So it's really cool. I like it. So and now we used to have a 2 hour format, and now we have a 1 hour format. So we started that in October. So I'm trying to get it down to an hour. But you guys started with an
Yeah,
hour.
actually, I wanted more time. That was actually a little point of contention between me and
Mhm.
Montana because I was like, honestly, like, I'm used to listening to 3 hour podcasts. So in my
Mhm.
mind, I was thinking, like, yeah, we could just do this huge show where, because sometimes I've told a lot of people, sometimes I feel like like my guest has just gotten loose and comfortable, and
Mhm.
we're about to find some juicy stuff, and then it's like you got 10 minutes left, and I'm just like, well, let's like tell me your last thoughts, rush through all the stuff that I feel like, So I was hoping to be able to do like this long format, but there has been times where I was really glad it was just an hour because sometimes like I'm fried or like my guest is like really nervous or not good with the convo, so it's like, oh, what we have, what, 15 minutes left, what are we going to talk about, and I'm trying to fill it up. So yeah, I like the hour's cool, and she said like we can't get you on 2 hour because we're going to get everybody to one, so it doesn't make sense to have you do
Mhm.
3 or 4 2 hour shows and then bump you down, so we'll just start
Right.
with the hour.
Yeah.
So
But it's good. Yeah.
yeah,
I
it
like it.
feels like moves along a little bit more because
Mhm.
now I'm like, hey, we don't really have a lot of time, so let's
Mhm.
try to get this answer out of you,
Right.
So
Yeah. That's I look at it now as an hour, like a late night TV show. It's an hour. There's a
right,
lot going on in that 1 hour.
right,
And so I'm like, okay, I'm working on it. I'm getting better at managing the time because it was like, oh, I can play music here, music there. I kind of miss playing like a lot of music,
right.
but I still am okay with an hour. Like I kind of like it a lot.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
kind of thing too. I was like, well, because Montana's like you could take breaks and you could like take phone calls, and I was like, well, if I only have an hour, like I'm not doing any of that. Like we're just
Mhm.
gonna fill it all up because I want to talk to like my guests, especially
Mhm.
someone like you. Like we just met today. I literally know
Like.
nothing about you, So like this is like it's really cool to be able to say, hey, we're gonna have our introduction conversation
Mhm.
on air,
Yeah, we met less than an hour
Yeah,
ago.
and now
Yeah.
you're a guest on my show, and
Yes.
that's the way it works,
Hey.
y'all. So
What
let's
is
talk
that?
more about your show. So do you reach out to people, or now at this point do you have like your inbox just full of people trying to be on
No,
your
not
show?
full. Like I meet people and I'll say, "Hey, I'd like for you to come on my show." And then some people will reach out to me, and I also have people helping me. Shout out to Managed Life. I didn't get the chance to say that earlier, but they help me out a lot there in Texas, and we just, I mean, have a lot of fun. So people I meet, come on to the show. And I tell everyone, come to the show because everyone has a story.
And you don't have any kind of criteria, or like they don't have to have any kind of,
They
you
can
have
be
no boxes that
anyone.
need to be checked?
Nope. Nothing. Like, we are rated G to triple X. No filter.
Okay.
Because, like I said, there have been kids, but there have also like
Any porn stars?
I was gonna look
Well,
at my shirt.
you
Look at my
said.
shirt.
I mean, I read the shirt, and then I saw you said triple X, so of course, I thought like porn.
I'm working. If there are any porn stars out there that would like to come to my show, just call me. I'll get you. Okay, but
I have actually a lot of sex workers that follow me
really?
on Twitter, so I'll make sure to put the call out. They're all from all over, so we
Oh,
might be able,
they
I
can
might be able to
call.
get you in
That would be
Texas. Yeah, yeah.
awesome.
See what I could do.
Oh, so one of my highest rated shows was a friend of mine. He still is a friend of mine. He has a watch, and it's a squirt watch. Are you familiar with squirting?
Squirting the
Yes, okay.
I'm not familiar with the squirt watch, but I know what squirting is.
I figured you did. Okay, so if you go to his website, timetosquirt.com.
I'm gonna write this down. Time. No.
He created this watch. I call it a watch, a device, but it looks like a watch, and there are like 2 lights. So it's supposed to, if you're doing it right, you get 2 green lights. And it's supposed to make your woman squirt.
No way.
Yeah,
it tells you how to do it. It monitors the motion.
Because I asked him, explain, and you had to put your fingers in and do some stuff like that. And it's supposed to get 2 green lights, and she's supposed to squirt. So that was a really fun show.
Yeah.
He even gave one away. It was pretty cool.
So if you're not doing it right, it's like red lights or what?
Yeah, red lights.
Okay.
And so you have to get at the right angle and the right force.
And it knows based on whatever technology.
Yeah. So, and now he's with a lot of porn stars. I should just ask, hey, but I want your sex workers, because I have always wanted to interview a prostitute. I've always wanted to interview a porn star, and even a director. It's interesting.
Definitely.
Have you ever been to the AVN Awards?
I have not.
I want to go.
I have not.
I'm trying to go in January.
I was on campus when I was going to school a couple years ago, and they did they had an event where they had porn stars and just kind of adult industry night, just to kind of have the perspective of people actually in it. And so that's the most I've gotten where in that kind of area. But I mean, I personally think it's a necessary sector of the labor force, and it's not treated as such. A lot of stuff still black market, illegal, you know what I mean? So I personally think that a lot of that stuff should be legalized and monitored, bring it out of the shadows for safety, and I think it'd be better for everybody. So I think conversations like that are super important, not only to help normalize, but also let people know these are real people that are doing this, and it's they deserve the same protections that everybody else gets at their job. So I'd be happy to try to connect you with some folks and
thank you.
Start that movement.
That'd be awesome. Hey.
No, well, I mean, that's one of the things I like about podcasts is that it's conversation, and you never know where it's going to go or who's going to be the guest, and the guest has a lot to do because you have your own experiences, and so everything is it's a nice dynamic where you can get some interesting stuff to come out. So.
Oh yes. The more I talk, the dirtier it gets. Oh my gosh. So, but I think porn is it's pretty normal. Think of before internet, there was Playboy magazines, porn. Hello,
right. Or even tapes, bookstores and tapes and DVD. I used to go to a smoke shop where if you bought a piece, a pipe or whatever, if you spent more than $25 at the shop, they gave you a free porn DVD.
Really?
Yeah, it was just you spent $25, take your choice off that rack over there. And I was like, this is an interesting model. I don't know how are people getting paid for this? I don't know, but I'll take this one.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so porn's everywhere.
What's your favorite type of porn, or is that an off-limit question?
Nah, I'm into some weird shit though, honestly.
Tell me about it.
Oh man, I'm gonna get in trouble for this. So I go through phases, Right now I'm in a cuckold phase,
a what?
A cucking. No, not familiar.
Know. Please enlighten me.
Okay, so cuckolding is when say we're in a relationship and then either I pay or we just go out and find someone else to have sex with you while I watch.
Ah,
So those are
okay.
cucks. Like I'd be a cuck, and the
That's
whole thing
like
is
a,
cuck holding. So
that's
sometimes,
like a swinger,
yeah, yeah. Except that they're just watching like someone else. So
like a
it's,
voyeur.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
they just switch the name up.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So
So,
I get it.
and I guess there's like a little humiliation in it, like, oh, you can't fuck me like this guy fucks me, and then it's like, yeah, I don't know. Like,
Really?
yeah, yeah. It's like, cause I have a really big ego,
Mhm.
and I get like really big headed with everything that I do. So
Mhm.
I try to, I guess, like find ways to break myself down, like in my personal life. That's the only thing I could think of. Um,
Yeah, you made me snort.
so yeah, that's kind of what I'm into right now.
Oh, okay. I see. Have you ever experienced time with a dominatrix?
No, I've definitely had experiences where I've been dominated, but not like an actual professional.
Okay.
But there's a fetish club here called Bar Sinister where they have like, well, it's like a bar, but then upstairs there's like a fetish club, and
Oh.
there's like a lot of interesting stuff going on there, and
Mhm.
I've been a couple times, but I was always too shy to like really like, go out and
Mhm.
I was like to watch,
Ah, oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with watching
Yeah.
it. It's like porn, like theater, porn theater.
Yeah, it's porn theater. It's like live. I think that's I'm into watching porn, so it's like I'd be down to see some, live porn. Why not?
Oh yeah.
What's your
Why
favorite
not?
type of porn?
You're basic.
Missionary?
No, no, like nothing. I've watched it all, like because I was curious, so I watched everything. I've even watched the bestiality.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I mean, I watched it and I was
As a
like,
research, like just
yeah,
just
yeah,
just to
not.
watch
Oh,
it.
I was
Yeah.
not.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not trying to fuck an animal.
Right.
Okay.
Let's get that out of the way.
Let's
Just for
make
the
that
record,
very clear. Yes.
She's not into that, so
Not into
no
it.
invitations for her show for that.
I mean, I would say, what made you want to fuck an animal? Like, that's weird to me. But me being the investigative reporter that I am,
Yeah,
before I
yeah.
even knew that I was,
Right.
I had to watch it. And I watched this lady fuck a horse. And I was like,
Which is not, it doesn't seem very easy, right? It seems like it's a lot to take.
it's crazy. And then the one line I remember her saying, "Oh, it's so big," and I was like, I started talking to it. Well, duh, you're fucking a horse. What the fuck do you think?
Didn't
And
you
I
know
was
what you were getting yourself into? I thought that was the whole point.
Yeah, like she's like, ah, and I'm like, she just ruined her whole life down there. Ugh,
Yeah, no.
that's so disgusting.
I had a phase when I was a kid because, I had like older friends and older brother that were just like kind of like as a joke, like, hey, check this out. I'm like, what the fuck? And then, when you're young and shit's new, you're kind of like, where does this go? How far does this rabbit hole go? And that was like about the internet was there. So I was just curious. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
this is a thing that people do, and there's like a lot of it. It's like, yeah, okay.
That's
Personally,
not a good thing.
not my
Yeah.
wheelhouse, but yeah, I can't say I haven't watched it.
Yeah, I watched it. That was like the only time. It was way back in the day on a VHS tape. But like we watched it, but we were just like,
You
what
said
the
we?
hell?
You and
Yeah.
some friends or what?
Yeah, my ex. We watched it. And it did not like
It
turn
didn't do
me
anything.
on.
Yeah,
No.
didn't have the desired
We
result.
were no. I was like, ew, I feel nasty.
You're
And I
like, I'm
didn't
gonna take
even
a
do
shower
anything.
and then I'm gonna go for a walk and
Yeah.
then fuck this sex thing. It's not happening
Yeah.
today.
Yeah. So, but I like to watch. I'll watch the DPs and I'll watch.
Double
Different.
penetration for my
yes.
vanilla folks
Look
out there.
at Brittany's face. I
Hey,
mean,
I didn't know how we got here, but I'm not gonna. We're going.
it's this shirt.
It's
It's the shirt.
the guest.
Yeah. Wait, no. This shirt, if y'all want this shirt, y'all go to timewarps.co. Y'all can order this shirt for men or women. I can see you wearing this shirt.
I will
Yeah.
rock that shirt.
I knew it.
With the V too. Let my
Yeah,
let my non-existent chest hair show.
It comes in men's sizes or women's sizes.
Okay.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I think all y'all should wear one.
Maybe they want to be a
Brittany's
sponsor.
like,
Maybe they want to
"Not
send us some
me."
shirts. You know, I'll wear it. We do some promo. What's up? Send it. I'll rock it. Like, you know, right now I'm wearing school gear because I just had a nice weekend in San Diego. But
That's where I'm staying, San Diego.
what?
Yeah, that's where I'm staying right now. I drove here today.
From SD?
Mhm.
For this?
Yeah.
That's dedication, y'all.
dedication.
I did that once too, but we didn't have a show that day. Brittany's laughing because she remembers, and I was like, "Yo, where you at?" And she's like, "There's no show today," and I was like, "Mother!" Just drove back from San Diego for this.
Oh man, I was nervous. I was a little traumatized. The drivers out here are fucking crazy.
Is it that bad compared to Texas?
Like they're like, I'm like,
is Dallas slower? Do people is like people move more slowly over there?
No, we drive fucking crazy out there too.
So then, what's the difference? More
Y'all
traffic
just,
out here?
yes, way more traffic.
Like people are closer together with the crazy driving?
Yes,
Yeah.
and a lot of people will ride your ass, but there was this car today. I was like, this is me, this is a car. And I kept saying, can you get off of my ass? Because the car in front of me keeps stopping. And
You're
I'm
like,
like,
I'm about to have an accident right now.
yes, and I'm like freaking out. And then he or she needed to be on my ass so bad, but then when I got over to move, they didn't come behind me. They were not in a hurry. They just like to ride my ass or something. Whatever. But the driving, it's not bad. I made it here, no problems.
You're in one piece? You're
I'm in
well?
one piece.
Yeah, you had a good
I'm
show?
having fun. Yes, I've done now 3 shows and
On the west side?
on the west side. What? And so,
What
when
part
I
of San
leave
Diego you
here, Solona Beach.
Okay, so
That's,
you're pretty north. It's like about an hour, right?
Yeah. It took me.
Hour
Well,
and
it
a
took
half?
me it took me almost 2 hours.
Oh,
Well, because I left at 3.
Ah, yeah. Rush hour traffic.
Yeah, and but from I started off. I was like, this is not good. I started off. I went the wrong way, so I had to go down like almost a mile and U-turn. I was like, great. So I was like, focus. So because I
You're like,
did not know
fuck
where I'm
ADD,
going.
come on.
Yeah.
I need you to turn off right now.
Yes, I was like, I cannot drink. I cannot do anything while I'm driving right now because I don't know where the fuck I am. But as I got closer here, I kind of started remembering, from riding with Montana. I was like, okay, that looks familiar. That looks familiar. Like is it the 10, the 110? Is that the highway, a 10 or a 110?
105?
105. Yeah, something like
We're
that.
we're off the 105. And if you were coming on the 5, did you come from the 5 from San Diego?
Yes.
So like you either did like the 5 to the 605 to the 105, or the 5 to the 91, the 710 to the 105.
The 5 to the 73.
Okay.
To the
You took a toll road?
405.
Okay.
I did, and I was like,
You got to pay
great.
for that.
Yes. I was like, did not know I would encounter a freaking toll road.
You got 5 days to pay it
I
online.
saw that.
So.
But it's a rental car, so they're just going to charge me. I hate that. Why? Why does that? Why is...
So I make sure that on my Google Maps it says avoid tolls.
Okay.
So that anytime I put directions in, no toll roads, because I'm not paying for shit.
Okay.
The roads are not that nice out here for me to be paying for your roads, homie.
Well, that road was actually pretty nice.
Because that's what you pay for. The rest of them need to be all nice, and then I'm down to pay.
So, yeah, I keep seeing the signs, your tax dollars at work.
Yeah.
So, that's pretty cool. Yes, we have a lot of bumpy roads in Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like potholes in my lawn all day long. But
we got some of those over here too.
Yeah.
It's not we don't got the nicest roads out here.
Oh, so far I haven't had any trouble. Like if you're going down the street in Texas, in Dallas where I am, there's some streets like if you're drinking something, it better have a lid.
Or else it's gonna
be all over you. Yes, and it's like you want to take a sip and it's like You have to wait for a stop sign or a stoplight to take a sip.
You hear this, Texas? Get your act together. We can't be drinking and driving out there. What's up with that?
Yeah, and I'm just talking soda.
Yeah,
or water.
yeah, we said things with lids. Lids, non-alcoholic beverages.
Yes. Do you guys have like daiquiris to go here?
Daiquiris to go.
Yeah. I'm just curious.
I don't know. No. Okay, we had this. I mean, you can find a wine cooler, low percentage alcohol. I don't think you'd like it. There's this thing though called a buzz ball.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a little can like this.
Oh yeah.
And it's basically like a high-powered shot. It's like you're supposed to be able to just be like, and then like it's like a grenade. Just get wasted. Yeah.
Like your shirt.
Oh, thank you. It's Pokeball because I'm a nerd.
Hey, I'm a dork, so hey.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I just spent the weekend DJ'd in San Diego because I went to UC San Diego and we had our homecoming this weekend. So they hired me to DJ out there.
How fun.
So I'm all like school spirit right now because every time I go there, it's always like, I always feel all the love, and I come back all rejuvenated, ready to rock,
Oh, that's good.
I'm glad you're here. I would have been so pissed because it would have been like it would have ruined my great high. I would have been all like, yeah, I feel good, but my fucking guest didn't show up. These motherfuckers, and I would have been all mad.
Oh, I'm glad you're not angry.
No, yeah, I feel actually really good.
Good.
Really relaxed. The JD helped, JD helped. Hey. The porn talks help. I mean, every time you're talking about sex, I feel like the endorphins start rushing. You start feeling a little bit more like comfortable.
Sex.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me.
How old were you when you lost your virginity? I'm just curious.
I was like 12 when I had my first like sexual encounter.
Really?
But then I didn't have sex again until I was like 16. Yeah, so
really?
It was like a one-off. Yeah.
Were you scared?
I did not know what was going on really the first time. I was like, what? There was like a reaction, right? I felt like, my body was ready, but in my head I was like, what's going on? Yeah, I think I had that same mentality for like the first 10 times I was having sex. Like, what's happening? And then it was like, oh, all right, I know what I'm doing.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, still not good at it, but we're working on it. It's time. It's time process.
Oh, that's good.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Just thanks.
You're welcome.
For practicing safe sex.
Yes. Wrap it up.
How old were you? Or am I not allowed to ask age questions?
I don't care. Well, it was not too long ago because I'm 21, old enough to drink.
You're saving yourself for marriage? Or?
Yeah. I was 16, but 2 weeks to turn in 17.
So you're like, I was almost an adult.
Yes, I was almost there. I almost made it.
Almost made it with these motherfuckers.
What had happened was I did it. It was a long-time boyfriend. It wasn't all it was cracked up to be to me. And I was like, whatever. Well,
like the first time's always like anybody who said like, oh, the first time's so amazing. I'm like, you're lying. You lying.
You're lying.
You lying to yourself. You lying to me. You lying to God. Come on, you lying.
Yeah. I mean, in the magical movies, it's all that the first time.
Of course.
But generally, the first time is, I would say, on average, not that great of an experience,
like especially like was there pain and it was like discomfort, like
it was just all weird. Like,
and was your partner the boyfriend, was it his first time too? Y'all lost
it was not his first time,
so he should have been he should have known.
No, he didn't hurt me or anything. He was like very accommodating, nice. It was just I don't know, it wasn't like anything super special. Like, you dream in your head, a girl, I want my first time to be like this. Candles and rose petals. None of that shit.
I mean, tub with dinner.
Yeah, it wasn't planned. So
heat of the moment type thing.
Kind of, yeah. it was like weird, and we had a long distance relationship, so he was visiting me. He would always come visit me, and
he was like, "Hey, girl, I've been coming out here
no, it was
too many times."
No, he was not like that. We were just, I don't know how we got on this. I guess that's just a me thing. We got on the subject and. Well, okay,
oh, you brought up sex?
No,
Imagine
I don't think it was me. I don't think, but maybe, I don't know. But we did it. Like, we made out a lot. No, nothing, just making out. But,
yeah.
And then that's how it happened.
You were like, fuck this. I'm going to wait.
Yeah. No, not a big deal. Whatever. But it's all good. Like, sex is great. Sex is good. George Michael, you know that song?
No.
You don't know George Michael?
I know George Michael. Wait, that's the Careless Whisper cat, right?
Yeah.
Yes. That's the only song I know from him.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, you need to know.
And I think I know Wham, because he was Wham too,
he was
right?
with
yeah,
Wham.
yeah.
Yes.
Wake me up
before you go.
That's like that's it. That's my extent of my
Yes.
George Michael knowledge.
What? Okay.
Let me write this down.
George
Educate
Michael,
me.
please.
What's the name
Look
of
at me,
What's the name of the
please.
song?
You need to hear Everything She Wants. Sex is natural, sex is fun, sex is best when it's one-on-one.
What about threesomes and orgies, though? Those are awesome, too.
Well, yeah, that could be okay, but the song. Careless Whisper, Father Figure. That's a really good one. Oh, there's so many
much
more.
right now.
Yes.
I'm a DJ. These things matter, you know? I
Okay.
might need to play that at a wedding, or maybe not a wedding, at a
yes.
party, you know?
Yes, an
At
80s
a gathering.
party.
Yeah, you gotta have the hits. You gotta
Yeah.
have all the hits from all the
I'm your
eras.
girl from the 80s. Okay, what about Eye of the Tiger?
Oh, I got that.
Okay. What about
Survivor,
Yes. What about Quiet Riot?
Quiet Riot.
Write it down. And the Scorpions too.
I got Rocky Like a Hurricane.
That's my
That's
song.
about it.
What about Dio? D-I-O.
Dio. Mm-hmm. No.
Write it down.
I was thinking Devo, like Whip It.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Devo's good.
yeah.
What about Boy George Culture Club?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got that one.
Okay, I got to see Boy George earlier this year. Oh my gosh, it's
Still playing?
awesome. Yes, on tour. They're awesome. They sound shout out culture with the B-52s. Yeah.
B-52s
and
are dope.
The guy, I forgot his name, from the Thompson Twins. I missed it. We were late.
What venue was this?
It was in Grand Prairie, the Verizon Theater. So,
Okay.
yeah.
We have a
so it
Verizon
was
out
fun.
here, so I'm pretty sure it's a
yeah.
nice
Oh, yeah.
establishment.
Yes.
Yeah. Is it like an amphitheater type deal, or the stage is like a
and
dome?
it goes
yeah.
up. Yeah. So
Cool.
awesome. Oh,
right.
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet.
No. Actually, our last 7 minutes, I actually wanted to let you promote your Wasted Wednesdays on November 14th, your show.
Oh, okay.
This is your chance to tell people where to find you on all your social media, your website. That way, get some shine on the Afterparty South, you know.
Hi.
And get some more people listening to your show. Hopefully, we get you some sex workers, porn stars,
Yeah.
bestiality chicks that are into dominating people. I don't know. I feel like your show is probably more interesting than mine. So
I don't think so.
send you all the people.
No,
Send you all the people that I
your
know in
show
Dallas.
is awesome. Like,
Oh,
I
thank
love
you.
it. Like, this is really, really cool.
Well,
Like,
tell everybody about where they can
Okay.
find you and about your show in Dallas.
so every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, you can find me, Robi Nikolai, and some of my crazy co-hosts, the ADD Mob. There's everyone, K-Boss Lady, Pepper, Uncle Tracy, Creechy's gone, but we still have him in the promo, and Jersey Invisible co-host, and Drive-By Julianne, the mystery co-host. And Uncle Tracy's the mad co-host. He's always mad, and K-Boss Lady's the random co-host. So you guys
So
can...
random, invisible, non-existent, mad.
It's the ADD
Secret
show.
guest. I
Yes.
get it. It's all over the place. I get it.
Yes, so, but I'm always there unless I'm taking a break, which there will be be a takeover show because I am here. So check it out on this Wednesday, 9 p.m. on THAAfterparty.com on the B side. And it's a That's That Shit takeover. It's going to be so cool with the Icy Gang. And that will be every Wednesday, 9 p.m. And then we have ADD and Shit. You can follow us at ADD, letter N, SHYT. And we'll do Wasted Wednesdays. Our next Wasted Wednesdays is on November the 14th.
And that's a live show with
It's
performers.
A live show.
And where's it going to be at?
It will be at Expo Bar, 3611 Perry Avenue. And if you guys want to sign up and y'all want to come on out to Dallas, let me know, because what is this, a watch? Let me know.
She crazy, y'all. Check her out.
It's true. It's a fact. And we'll do that. And like I said, Christmas in July. That's every July. Toy Food Drive. If you guys want to come out for that, I'm happy to have you. And also I do Mandatory MJ. We just started last year. Mandatory Michael Jackson. So we'll do that every year around his birthday. This year we had our second one. And then this year I started a Mardi Gras party. So we'll do that every year also. And then just random things. I had a police appreciation party last month. It was kind of cool. We'll do random things with karaoke. So it's whatever.
ADD. It's all over the place.
Yeah, attention deficit disorder.
If we don't make it to the awards,
y'all are gonna make it.
I don't know. It's like I'm on a money thing. It's like I gotta flight, and I know. But it's just I'm making plans right now. I'm trying. But if we don't, I would love to make some time to go out there and be part of your show or do one of these events or something. You know, I'll do it like you do it and try to get a bunch done in a short amount of time.
Yeah,
it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I just bought a lotto ticket before I got here. So
if you win, you're going to fly Brittany and I out?
I'm flying. I'm hooking everybody up at the after party on all the sides.
I like that energy. That's the kind of energy that makes you win. That I'm not greedy. It's for everybody energy. That's the kind of energy that makes you win.
No, I'm hooking everybody up. Now, y'all are going to know that I won because I'm not telling it. But you will get a mysterious envelope.
Nah, I'm pretty sure the news will find you. They'd be like, we're here with this crazy lady. She has a show. She just won.
Yeah.
She's giving all her money away. That's the story of the century.
Yeah. I'm helping everybody because that's a lot of money. I cannot even. Oh, I probably.
I mean, come on, girl. Let's be real.
I do like shoes a lot.
And bottles and flying out to California to visit us over here.
Yes, I'm coming back. I don't know when, but I'll be back.
Well, if you come back on a Monday, you let me know. We'll have you back out here. We'll talk about whatever. It'll be the ADD takeover because we were all over the place today. I liked it though because it was definitely, it was out of my format. It was different.
Oh, good.
It was good.
You should have kept it here, but
what
had happened was
it's because usually I do a little research so I know, so I have we
literally just met.
Yeah, so it wasn't gonna work.
Although I knew about you, but yeah, we just met. So I'm glad I met you.
I appreciate
because now I've gotten to meet everyone over here because the other two crazy dudes. They are so crazy. Brandon. What's the other guy's? LAP? Honey. Yeah, Honey P. They're fucking crazy.
They came to my show and they were like, "Hey Ryan, we know you, Ryan." And I was like, "The fuck? We've never met." And they were just the whole time clowning me. They're funny.
Yes.
I need to come on their show. I'm lagging it.
Oh, yes. It's awesome.
Well, thank you for saving the day. Not all heroes wear capes.
No.
I appreciate you. We're here every Monday, 8 to 9, west side of the after party. Follow me at official SHNEAKY, SHNEAKY ENT. That's SHNEAKY. We're constantly doing events. We constantly are being in the community. And if you have a passion, a project, something that you're dedicating lots of time and energy, and you want to come out here and talk about it, that's what this platform's for. Reach out. Follow us online. The After Party, THA Party. Yeah. Follow us. Follow her. Listen to her show. She's crazy. And we'll see y'all next week. Brittany. Take us out. Love you.